we are on our way to Reedsburg Country Club in Reedsburg, Wisconsin. We actually left the house this morning at, I think it was about 4:40 a.m. and we are driving down to play an 18-hole playoff match against one of my subscribers. The way this situation came together was he reached out to me in an email, introduced himself, told me he was a 6.5 handicap and that he wanted to play on the channel. So after talking with him for a little bit, he mentioned that he was a member of the WSGA and that he's actually playing in the qualifier for this year's Wisconsin State Amateur at the Reedsburg Country Club. And of course, I'm a WSGA member as well, and I'm playing in the qualifier for the Wisconsin State Amateur in Wausau, Wisconsin, a little bit later this year as well. So without question, he's probably going to have a bit of a home course advantage. I've only played Reedsburg Country Club one time in my life, and I think it was about 7 or 8 years ago. So I spent a couple hours scouting the course this week, just looking at the map on my, just using Swing U and kind of going hole by hole. It's going to be challenging. The course slope is 136. We're playing the tips. It's going to be about 6,400 yards. There's a lot of woods on the front nine, and it looks pretty tight. Talked with Dan last night. He said course is in great shape. Greens are fast. A couple of feelings going into this round. One, I think this is going to be a really challenging round. I'm thinking target score somewhere in the 82, 83 range. Just hoping to go 50% fairways, 50% greens. Keep my total putts in that 33 range, and short game index ideally 2.4 or below. I think if I can do all those things, 82, 83 out at this course is certainly reasonable, and I think I'll probably need to shoot not worse than an 82 to win this match. Super excited to get this thing going. I think it's going to be a really fun day on a really challenging golf course. All right, let's do this thing. Guys, this is Dan. Can I use your last name,
sure,
actually?
Hennig, yeah.
Yeah, Dan Hennig, member at Reedsburg Country Club here in Reedsburg, Wisconsin. Reedsburg is a host site for one of the qualifiers for the 2024 Wisconsin State Golf Association, the Wisconsin
State Amateur.
Yeah, the State Amateur. So Dan reaches out. He tells me he's a 6 handicap, that he's interested in playing, and I'm like, well, I'm a 7, so I think this matches up well. I think we're going to have a lot of fun out here today. The course looks absolutely amazing. This is going to be a blast. So good luck to you, Dan.
Yeah, good luck.
And
well.
yeah, let's have fun out at Reedsburg Country Club. Here we go. This is Reedsburg Country Club's 100th year anniversary.
This is, yep, the centennial. This is the year.
It's got to be
Since
one
1924,
of the... Yeah, well, it's got to be one of the older courses in the state, I would guess.
I don't know about statewide, because like nearby, like Baraboo is about the same age. I think they're only 1 or 2 years younger. But yeah, it started as a 9-hole. Basically the front 9, a little bit has changed. In fact, hole 1 used to finish at the bottom of the range, and then 2 was a par 3 into the current first green. Okay. So depending on how you play hole number 1, you're going to drive to the old tee box of 2 and kind of play almost like a par 3 on the way down from there. But yeah, it's just lovely old course, and the back 9, when that was added, that is a great part of the course as well, be the full 18. All
right, so we got the 7:30 time slot here. What do we want to do for protocol for who goes first?
I mean, I can lead us on the way since I know where I'm going.
Perfect, that sounds good. And so just to clarify here, the format today between Dan and I is a 18-hole playoff. We've got USGA rules in effect, so we are putting everything out. We're doing all the little details, really simulate a US or a WSGA qualifying round. I think you've got a little bit of an advantage being the home course, I think maybe 3 to 4 strokes, but I was gonna mention my target score is 82. I'm just looking for 50% fairways and greens, keep putts 34 below. Nice. And I think if I can combine all those things, we should be in the low 80s. I think it's probably gonna take probably 80 or below to beat you, but I don't want to curse either.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Dan's gonna lead us off.
Yeah.
Here we go, hole 1.
Yeah, so our first hole, the bunker straight ahead of us is like 240 to reach it. The pin is over to the left though. So if you're trying to carry some trees, you want to go like at least 240, and the hill will help push you that way. I'm gonna try not to be greedy. I'm just gonna stay away from the tree, but kind of try to get the corner a little bit.
That's a good looking ball.
And as long as that gets through the little roughage, that should be just fine.
First swing of the day coming up here. Busy morning, to say the least. I got a 3-wood off the tee here. Keep it safe, want to stay safe off the tee. That is significantly pulled. See it come down at all?
I think I saw it right behind the tree.
Okay.
I think so.
Not what we had in mind to start. That went about 60 yards off the tee and smack into this tree. All I can really do is punch out here. So I got an 8-iron, calm things down a little bit. Let's get it back out into the fairway.
Excellent. Great play.
All right, so third shot here on hole 1. 240 to the green, just too much, too aggressive this early in the morning. I'm gonna lay up with a 6-iron. Try to leave myself about 75 yards left and see if we can go up and down from there.
Wind.
Should
Where
be.
did that wind come from?
Looks like it's down under the pines over there. Should be able to find it.
Yeah. Should be in the clear.
We'll get things started out.
170 to the pin. It's at the back. So I got the 7-iron for 168. I'm going to keep it left away from that bunker, even though there's a big ridge in the green that you don't want to be left of. But I'd rather have a crazy putt than a bunker shot next.
Nice ball.
Yep, that'll do.
All right, 85 yards left here. 4th shot already. That's got to go.
It'll be up there. Release out. Nice.
They're fast.
Ooh, that was fast.
They're fast. just seeing Dan's there. He warned me when we texted yesterday that they were fast.
Yeah.
That was moving. I think we've got a little bit of left to right break, so I'm going to play this about a foot out to the left, about 22 feet. That was just a terrible stroke. Definitely got to get the jitters out of me here.
So when I rolled past, it went right to left, so I'm going to play this right edge.
It's all right. Bogey start.
Yep. No great round ever started on a birdie, so
That's right.
good to go.
There's superstitions I don't believe in, and then there's superstitions that I do believe in,
Yep.
and that is a superstition that I do believe in. All right, I've got this for double, 3 feet, back up the hill.
Great putt.
All right, 2 over after 1. Time to get things right. Here we go.
All right. 5-iron in hand. Off the tee like this, should go about 200. Right by that 150 in that red. 100. Just aim at that last tree. Toey.
All right, so I usually set a goal as just no more than 1 double bogey per round. So since we blew it on the first hole, it's time to lock in hole 2, just a short hole. As Dan mentioned, short dog leg left. I've got a 4-iron in hand, just gonna try to knock one down the middle. Oh my goodness. This is an interesting start. Just want to advance this one. It's 150 yards from here to the 100-yard marker. Just want to leave it a little bit short of that. Got a 9-iron. Looks like it's right side of the fairway, so that should be all right.
So we're gonna take cart path relief. If you don't know, it's complete relief. So my feet are off, and it's the closest. So if I'm on this side of the path, it's only that far away. Or this side, which is further. So I have to drop it on that side. I actually probably even prefer that, gets me a little further away from the tree. Not a good stroke, that was thin. But it might win. Yep, just fine.
All right, third shot here on hole 2, 142, pins in the back. Got some water short of the green, but not too worried about that. Have a 9-iron, just gonna try to keep it below the hole. Nice smooth stroke. Hopefully give our chance to save par here. Go. Go. Looks like we're short, right? Maybe just off the fringe?
I think it went around the rim of it and it did go in the bunker. This is actually a lengthy one. I kind of jumped out here before knowing all the details. 40-ish yards, 52 degree that I'll get on and roll. That might have been too much. That was definitely too much. 4.
All right, I ended up in the bunker on the right side here. Sand, a little bit wet. Feels like there's a little bit of cushion underneath it though. So not feeling too uncomfortable with this. Gonna try to land it a few feet out to the right. Let it trickle down, about 20 yards. Release.
Great.
All right, I'll take that from there. Chance to say bogey.
Just the tiniest little bumping around here.
Not bad. Sit down.
All right, this is quite the breaker. Little uphill, so I gotta have a little bit of bravery, but I do kind of want a dying speed to let it come in the side door. Way under. Good speed though.
Boy, that you must have hit a ball mark or something there.
It hopped like right away. Yeah, something there.
All right, so 7-footer back down the hill for me for the bogey attempt. I got this break in probably 2 or 3 cups from right to left here. Smooth stroke. This would be a great save if we can find it. There we go.
Great roll.
Thanks. I needed that. Good.
Yep. Yep. That's why you don't pull your putts, kids.
The last thing I expected right there was for Dan to miss that putt. I just totally caught off guard right there. So
yeah, 3 putts will happen.
A little bit into.
It's also a front location.
Front pin.
The tiny red flag on the pin. Bottom's front of the green. Top is back of the green.
Oh, interesting.
So
okay.
That red flag gets lifted and lowered for pin location.
All right, hole 3, 166 yards today. Front pin. I've got 7-iron. Relax, comfortable golf swing. See if we can hit a nice golf shot here. Oh, pulled the snot out of it. Actually, I didn't see that come down, did you?
I didn't see it come down either. Where I was standing went behind this tree limb and I lost it there, but it's findable over there.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be real tricky up and down, no doubt.
I also have 7-iron. Pin is at the front, so there's plenty of room behind it because as long as the miss, so this is a little more club than I need, but that is how we play it. And
go in the hole. Oh, I ended up left.
That was
okay.
A big bounce. Yeah, there it is. Came a little right.
Little run to the right. Great shot. There you go.
Thank you.
Here. I have to ask you, are you nervous?
No, not really.
Okay.
I don't know, I'm feeling pretty comfortable out here doing this. For a while I used to stream on Twitch. So I'm used to being in front of a camera and having no one watch me. But
right, but that's
this will be seen by a lot more people then. But yeah, it's something that is different for people for the first time, but yeah, I'm kind of comfortable around it and nothing too crazy.
I played a 9-hole, well, we played 18, but I played with a guy a couple years ago, Scotty Sandals. Never played on YouTube before, anything like that. The channel was super small then, but he's probably like a 2-3 handicap.
Okay.
Shot a 48 on the front, so
wow, yeah.
It does kind of have that effect. Okay, second shot for me here. I'm about 35 from the stick. Just got to punch it below these trees, kind of ideally bump it into the grass in front of the green, hope it catches it and just rolls on. I caught that fat. Super disappointing there. All right, third shot here, sticking with the gap wedge. Nice, easy little chip shot. Try to get this within the 5-foot circle. Sit, sit.
Settle in.
Settle down. All right, probably got a solid 10 feet left for bogey there.
You're gonna see there's not gonna be very many straight putts out here. This might be an entire foot left. It's really firm. Hit it.
Nice birdie.
There it is.
With Dan making that birdie putt, definitely starting to feel a little bit of early pressure here. Just got to relax, golf the way we know how. I've got, looks to be about 9 feet coming back for the bogey here. Gonna play this maybe 2 to 3 cups out to the right. I'll just fall down to the left towards the hole.
Ooh. There you go. All right, straight ahead, par 5. Yardage is long. The hills on the left and right kind of make this fairway a little wider than it actually is. So let's see if we can just sachet one down the middle.
That'll play.
Yep, that'll do.
Hole 4, par 5, as Dan mentioned. Intimidating looking drive, kind of narrows down to get into the landing zone. Put a smooth swing on one here.
Oh, beaut.
I feel so much more comfortable with a driver in my hand than I do a 3-wood or an iron off the tee.
And that's unfortunate this course because you don't want to hit driver off the first 2 holes. Like it's
right.
There's just nowhere to go with it.
I just kind of wonder, had I, would I be in better shape than I am right now?
Yeah, very, very true.
So you said you're a teacher, correct?
Yep. I teach here in town. I teach orchestra and also beginning band. So I get grades 6 through 12 teaching the strings. And it's really kind of funny and neat because I get the kid for 7 years straight. You know, most teachers see them for 1 year and then pass them on. So it's really fun to be able to take them from day one, learn until they graduate.
That's got to make graduation season, which we're in right now, maybe a little bit harder each year because, I mean, you develop a relationship with these kids, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, because my seniors, 7 years, and I only got they graduate like 2 Fridays from now, right before Memorial Day.
Sure.
And then they're gone and out, so yeah, it can be a little tough sometimes.
Yeah, definitely can understand that. But that's awesome that you're an educator, and I'm sure there's a lot of kids in the district that look up to you and are going to remember you for a long time. So.
Yeah, I like to think that too.
That's awesome.
All right, 260, ball below my feet. We're not reaching this today. So I got a 6-iron in hand. Gonna hopefully find that nice approach number I like, around 80 yards off of this. A little left. That should give me an angle of approach into the green. The key things about playing golf well is convincing yourself that every shot was amazing, and that's exactly what I wanted. And yeah, I'm in a perfect spot for
the psychology of golf.
Yep.
Is extremely important.
Yep.
So
middle of the green's 270, so you got plenty of room behind the pin. There's a bunker right that is like 250 to be completely clear of, and then of course the left side along the whole side of the green.
Got it. Okay.
So
I see the big bunker on the right. Okay. So probably about 250 to get to the stick, somewhere in that range. I'm going to go aggressive here. Got a 3-wood in hand. See if we can hit one on or close. Cut.
Oh, keep turning.
Caught it a little heavy, so it's going to be short. But
yeah, but I stay short of that bunker. Wow. Or I'll play it by you.
Okay, so I've got about 45 yards to the stick. Again, I've been talking about this a little bit recently, but I'm keeping my 56-degree wedge in the bag and just trying to play a little bit more pitch and run style with my gap wedge. Sit down.
Settle in.
Settle in right there.
All right, good on.
Okay, it stayed up on that ridge. Thankfully, got a birdie look.
So I am short-sighted here. Much more to travel than green I have available, but I'm also hitting 4. So we're just gonna play, get it on the green, use a putter for the next shot, and getting it close probably ain't gonna happen as long as we're on the green. Yep.
Hang on. Just off the back.
Got another roller coaster back here, downhill the last 12 feet, so. Where's the right? There's the right.
Oh,
There
dang.
it is. This game's easy. Why do we even?
What a putt. Just when I was thinking I was about to pick up a little bit of momentum here. Was that a par save?
That was a par save.
Yeah, great putt. This would be great if we do these back to back.
Yeah, put her in.
Got about 23, 24 feet down the hill, just a little bit downhill, braking just a little bit left to right.
I like that speed.
Yeah. Sit down, sit down. A little bit of work here left coming back for the par.
Nice roll, good par.
All right, 2 pars here on hole number 4, on to hole 5, and Dan's still up by 2. He's got a 65-footer to save a par.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm inside of 25 feet for birdie, and down to him like, hey, this is gonna level out right here. Everything's all right. And then you go and drain that putt.
Yeah. You know, sometimes those long feels where you don't get so meticulous about it, it's just, you're just better at it. The gut instinct of it kind of kicks in, and like you saw on 2 when it was like, hey, it's straight 3 foot, and I just like biff it, you know, like it's sometimes you just gotta feel it and just don't overthink it.
You gotta put yourself in that position, where it's too far to think about it, right? Let's leg it inside of 5 feet. So.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we have another dog leg left, par 4. You can see the trees really pinch in. That's only about 200 yards, and then it really opens up after that. Lately, I've been just hitting driver past that corner of the trees where it's just super wide. There's like 80 to 100 yards left and right that you could go and still be safe on it. Yep. And that's past those trees. It might be in the rough, but it's gonna be just fine.
All right, I'm just looking to follow what Dan did here. Nice easy poke down the middle. Set ourselves up for our approach. That's cutting pretty hard.
That should be fine. It might be close, but yeah.
Oh, is there an OB right up here?
Pretty far right, but yeah, you're.
Looks like I'm okay.
Yep,
yeah,
no
right
problem.
side of the fairway.
Yep.
All right position.
Caught the first cut of the rough.
Find out with this tree to see if that's in the way or not, but I think we can work with this. Okay, so challenging situation here. I've got the tree blocking a little bit. I can definitely play it over the left side of the tree, but the wind is also coming from right to left in this case. 118, I want to make sure I get it up, and not a lot of fluff here underneath the ball to maybe get this in the air. Gonna go with a pitching wedge. Maybe try to just put a little bit of cut on it, but that's gonna be challenging with that wind coming this way. So I'm okay ending up on the left side of the green. Yep.
Half the distance. Great shot.
Yeah, just barely on the front. Caught it just a smidge fat.
90-ish yards with this breeze into me should put this right there. Oh. Get over. Oh.
Not terrible. Still green and rag.
That's exactly what I talked about not doing, but did it anyway.
Great putt.
That was a straight putt.
Yeah, nice putt, Dan. Okay, pretty similar spot for me. Just a little bit left of where Dan was. I've got about 40, maybe 42 feet, slightly uphill. I think it should slide just a little bit out to the right towards the end. Actually top that. Good grief.
I think the read was correct. I think you had the right line on it.
I just kind of topped that. These are the type of things when you get into tournament play. I know last year playing in both the state match play qualifier and the qualifier for the state AM, these little things, these little issues that you generally don't have seem to crop up just because your nerves maybe are getting the best of you a little bit. Maybe the case here. Not entirely sure, but it's pretty rare for me to mishit a putter like that. I just put a video out recently about the importance of hitting the center of the club face with a putter. It's not a difficult drill. All right, 7 feet left here. Just playing this out to the left edge. Need this one to save par. Gotta hit it.
Get up there. Oh.
The dreaded 3-putt. First of the day. That's a really unfortunate bogey there. A lot of golf left to be played, so we're all right. Yeah, nice par. I think sometimes that's the hardest thing. There's a little bit more on the line, is trusting your process and trusting your skills. If you're an experienced golfer, you know, knocking a putt in from 2 feet should be almost just kind of like an afterthought. But what we do is you make that putt so much more than it is, and that's where that funny little pull or that funny little push happens. That's why you end up making bogey instead of par.
Yeah.
Kind of like I did there. You know what you end up grabbing for yardage again?
It was 203 to the pin.
203?
And it's behind those 2 bunkers.
On the far right?
Right in front of it. Yeah, it's on the left there.
Oh, I see it down there. Okay.
Yeah, it's way left. All right, we got 203 yards to the pin. There are 2 small little pop bunkers in front of it, so I'm going nowhere near that pin. I'm actually gonna go like only 190 right at the big bunker and that white stake that we can see on the right. With the wind pushing left, that gives me room on the left, but we're gonna be nowhere near this pin at the end of the day here. Okay, a little right, just like on 2. All right, we can see the sand game.
I've got a 4-iron, just gonna try to play this out to the middle, so no sense of being too aggressive. Just try to kind of run this up onto the front, put ourselves in a position, hopefully, to make par. Right by you.
Yep, cart golf.
Definitely felt myself swipe across that one. If you're swiping across it, you're gonna hit cuts. So we gotta work that out. All right, guys, hardest shot in golf here. About 45 yards out of the bunker. Going down to a gap wedge, just make sure I have enough club to get it out of here. Still gonna try to hit behind the ball. We're not picking it clean or anything crazy like that. It's really taking a full swing gap wedge. Try to carry it about 35 and let it trundle down from there. And that's not what you want to do there.
Almost the hardest shot, just like Russ had, but I have more green to work with, less bunker to travel across. So I've gone up only to the 56. Still gonna be 30-ish yards. And when I do my bunkers, I like to try to splash and throw the sand up and over. So I'm kind of thinking more of getting that inch of sand and throwing that out, and the ball will, of course, go with it. A little right of the pin, it's gonna break left and downhill at the end of it. Yep, probably going with the gap wedge. But we're out.
Definitely caught all the gap wedge coming out of the trap. Now I gotta get this over this tree that guards the green. We're gonna try to hit this high, go over the tree, get it to land soft. Really, we just gotta make sure we save a double here. Go. Hit it absolutely perfect. Unfortunately, hit the tree, and we're looking at another chip shot.
Oh, great.
Sit.
Settle in. Oh, it has 2 left. Ooh.
Yeah, nice leg from that distance, no doubt.
Thank you.
Yeah,
there it is.
Good putt.
Thank you.
Good bogey out of the trap there.
Yeah.
That's a tough second shot.
Oh.
All right, that's an unfortunate triple. We are 9 over par through the first 6 holes.
All right, this is our first dogleg right, par 5. Has the creek in front of it, so reachable in 2. You'd have to have a heck of a drive. With my shape, I'm gonna kind of challenge this tree with no leaves on it. If I can get it up, that'll be great. And over the tree. Get past it.
Get through.
It did.
Yeah, nice drive.
There it is. Thank you.
6 holes through this thing, and I possibly played myself out of the match, or will play myself out of the match if I don't get my act together here. OB left?
Yeah, but that would be a ridiculous bounce to find it. Yep, you're fine.
Okay.
Yep.
On a lighter note, let's say Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau get in a bar fight. Who do you think wins and why?
I mean, I would probably have to say Bryson. I know he's not as yoked as he was like a year or two ago. And he seems kind of fiery. Like, I think, you know, from like the full swing and stuff, Brooks seems a little, although he could probably turn it on if his back's against the wall.
I think Brooks could really turn it on if his back's against the wall.
Yeah,
so.
But I would go with Bryson.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like it. Pulled that driveway left here. We're definitely seeing all the course today, which is nice because it's been a long time since I've been here. Big obstacle in the way with this tree. It makes more sense to probably try to draw it around here. I'm just gonna hit and hope a little bit, punch it low, hope it runs, put ourselves in position for our 3rd shot. A lot of mud on the ball. You gotta keep your head down in golf. Probably the first primary rule is, yeah, keeping that head down. Good?
So I'm 260 again on a par 5. Not reachable, not with this wind. 6-iron again to hopefully find that yardage that we like, except we're gonna keep this a little further right than last time.
Oh, that's gonna play great.
Yeah.
Nice
Yep.
shot.
You're gonna like that one. Men's Warehouse.
So 3rd shot here on this par 5, 240 away. It just doesn't, at this juncture of the match, it doesn't make sense to go for it. So we're gonna lay it up. I've got a 6-iron. Just gonna try to hit it out there a little bit past the 100-yard marker and set ourselves up for our next one. Hold up,
Oh, wind, why are you doing this to us?
hold up. Trouble down there?
It's gonna be close to the bridge. You should be fine.
Okay.
I think you were short enough to not be in the trouble.
Okay.
All right, got 85, 60-degree wedge, gonna go 90. Because when I saw this pin from the 2nd tee box, it's right on the edge of that kind of false front, so you don't want to be short here. And spin.
Nice shot.
That's what we needed.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately that's in the water. Our challenges continue. Sit right there.
Great shot from down there. So this green is always one of the really fast ones. It gets full sun right away, downhill, and it just dives past the pin. So I need to get this distance exact. I think it's actually gonna break right to left. Or it's gonna be straight.
Yeah, very nice touch.
I'll finish that.
Good par. All right, this is my double bogey attempt. Without question, my worst 9 holes of the year. Even if I were to birdie out, it'd be my worst 9 holes of the year.
Oh!
Yeah, it's just been kind of one of those days, unfortunately. When doubt creeps in and you start kind of second guessing your abilities, your confidence wavers, that can be a really challenging thing to get through. So yeah. I'd ask, like, when you're not playing your best, what's your mindset to try to get things right again?
I don't know. I don't really have that. I'll have a round and then like just blow it up in the last like 3 or 4.
Sure.
That's definitely one of my weaknesses, is getting out of the tailspin. I think you got to just like laugh off what just kind of happened and like
sure.
Fresh hole, fresh whatever. You can still do cool things out here. You can still birdie a hole or whatever, but like, you know, and don't sweat it.
Yeah.
You know?
I promise somewhere deep inside, I'm laughing right now.
Turn. Did not. Oh, that was solid.
I just joined you. Except even further to the right, I think. Keep the topics fresh because golf isn't going so hot right now. If you had to eat dinner, fast food tonight,
Sure.
What restaurant are you picking?
It would be Culver's, for sure. It's right on the drive home, the double deluxe basket. And the key is you gotta get cheese sauce to dip the fries. That is a game changer.
Absolutely.
That is a game changer.
So I usually dip my fries in mayo, so maybe now I'll have to, maybe that's something that I'll have to try. This really is mine.
And probably bounce. Oh, mine's right there.
135 left. I have to try to just keep this low and punch it underneath, get it up close to the green as we can.
Keep running, keep running.
Yeah, wish the contact would have been a little bit better, but served its purpose, got it back out there.
120. I do have the room to go up. This is gonna be a little short of the pin, but that is fine because you do not want to be long of this one. Well, that might spin. Woo!
Yeah, nice shot. Have the gap wedge. Gonna try to stick this inside of 10 feet. Spin.
That. Settle. Nice, nice.
A little longer than we wanted to hit it, but we have a par chance at least. About 20 feet back down the hill. Par attempt here. It's downhill, so we're gonna play this closer to I think about 15 feet here. Come on, stop. Yeah, they're quick. I just barely touched that.
Good. Oh, it's under. This is definitely one of the harder greens out here.
Yeah, no, good looking par. What I'm hoping to set up here is one of the most immaculate comebacks in the history of golf.
You can see it.
9 down with 10 holes to play. I believe that's right. I'm at 13 now and you're at 4 up, so I'm 9 down. You just gotta believe.
Close out the 9, straight ahead, 340 yards. I really narrowed this tee shot on us today. Oh, I still almost got the tree. Yep.
All right, so we saw Dan's drop down out to the right, so I think he should be okay. A little bit of tree trouble down there. Just gonna tee this up at the far left side of the tee box, kind of straddle the marker, and swing hard, try to pound one out there. What on earth? Did that go over the road?
No, I think it's down in play. I think it was too high to be out there. Full iron, punch it underneath these trees, roll it up, get us in wedge distance. Yep, that's all we needed.
Smart play. Really challenging lie here. Ball is probably about 6-8 inches above the feet. Rather get crazy, try to hit some type of 200-yard draw. I'm just gonna punch my 5-iron back out to the fairway.
Come on, keep turning.
Just took a really bad
You hit
hop
that
there.
so well, and then
Yeah.
it hopped right on you.
So through the fairway, hopefully I'm gonna have an approach shot on my next one. May have went too far, might be under the trees. 70 yards back up the hill here. Got to keep it a little bit low, so I've got a pitching wedge. Try to punch it, let it run up.
I like that. Get up to that tier.
Just a little bit more. We'll take that from there.
Great ball.
Nice golf shot.
All right.
All right, so tricky putt back up the hill for me. It's about 20 feet. It's steep. I've got a little ridge to carry. As it's going up that ridge, I expect it to kick out to the right a little bit. Really need a par here. I just hammered that.
Did that turn it off?
It didn't, but I pulled it.
4-footer, left edge. Oh, it's under.
All right, so chance for me to get one back here on Dan, but this one's touchy. It's downhill, and I think it's just gonna slide a little bit left or right.
Great roll.
All right, thanks.
And that's going to bring part 1 of this 2-part 18-hole playoff out at Reedsburg Country Club to a conclusion. Dan certainly held his own on this front 9, carding a 6 over 42 and doing a great job of minimizing the big number. And sadly for me, well, I posted my highest score for 9 holes I've ever posted on YouTube,
carding a 14 over 50, and I was really struggling with my accuracy, both off the tee and in the fairway. Stay tuned for part 2 of this episode coming out sometime next week. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you out on the next one.